So, first time back since Brainerd. It took us a while to drop Brainerd because we were busy doing stuff, man. We were in Minnesota at the race. It was rad. We had a great time. And then because it was so conveniently located / timed, we left Minnesota and we went straight to Sturgis, South Dakota for the Sturgis motorcycle rally in the Black Hills.
It's kind of run together a little bit.
I'm
trying to think of like, yeah, we were in Minnesota. Did we go straight there? But yeah, we did. It's been a minute.
We stopped off in Sioux Falls for one night. We stayed at the winery, and then I linked up with Al.
Oh yeah.
And,
okay, that was like the day. Yes, all right, I got it.
Right.
That was the day before we got there.
Right, and then we went on across South Dakota and went to Sturgis, and we hung out at Sturgis for a week.
And Stacy rode the bike too much. I was a pretty good sport up until like the last couple days.
Just got some good riding in. One of my brothers came up from Alabama to meet me, and we rode around in the Black Hills for a whole day. Like left in the morning, and then we got home like right before dusk, and it was rad.
We did go to Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, did all the touristy things.
Kinda,
Sturgis, Rushmore, all that.
Deadwood, Rushmore.
And it was awesome.
Keystone.
We left there and went to
Gurley, Nebraska.
Nebraska. Linked up with one of my Army bros, Kevin. He's got a farm there. Got some goats, and he's got some cows too.
And they have several children, so it's cool to see all of them again.
Some alpacas.
Yep, a couple.
Yeah. And that was rad. His place is really cool. I was super stoked to see him. I haven't seen him in a long time, so I was happy. And we hung out there for a little bit, and then we left Kevin's house and we went to Denver.
Yes.
And
right.
We stayed on a Space Force base.
Yes.
First time I've seen. I mean, obviously everybody's heard of Space Force happening, but the first time I saw on like the sign as you enter the base, U.S. Space Force.
The Star Trek logo.
Yeah, they had a Star Trek logo and everything. It was like legit, like Space Force.
That was nice. We got to resupply at the commissary.
Yeah.
Kind of be with our own people for a minute.
And hung out in Denver. Went to the VMC clubhouse there. Freaking seen the brothers and everything. It was great. And then we left Denver and started making our way to here. And we are currently in Dodge City, Kansas. So obviously there's some cool history in Dodge City. And we literally,
right now we're on this train.
Yeah, we literally just touched down here, and we're at the Boot Hill Museum, and so we're gonna check this out. But obviously, there's been a little bit of a gap between like what we've been doing, so you're up to speed now. You're caught up, and I think we are too.
I hope so. It's hard to remember.
It is.
It's like going so fast, but
they all blend together.
Like, if you're traveling like every day, sometimes you're like, where were we yesterday? I don't know. So yeah, but we're here for a couple days, and we're gonna make the most of Boot Hill and the museum and see what it has to offer us. Wow.
Guys. So beer, sarsaparilla,
sarsaparilla.
water, and Coke products, and then this is where you start your tour.
Smoke the pipe and pass it to the left, with the stem pointing left. Once the host cleaned the pipe and set it down, it signaled the end of the visit.
Ah.
That's right.
You don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here.
Smoke the pipe, pass to the left, point the tip, I guess, to the left, and then set it down. All right.
Deuces.
We're done. Man, we could use that nowadays. Like there was like a signal where you were like, okay, we're done talking. You can go now. Like that would be pretty good. How many beads do you think that is, dude?
All of them.
It's a fair amount.
Holy mackerel. Is this how big they were?
Yes, I think so. This is like an actual, like, legit.
Oh my gosh. Stand up there so I can see you against it.
Trail.
That wheel is taller than you.
I don't know. I think I got it.
No.
Inch.
Freight wagon. Holy moly.
actually the only one, but it's definitely the finest. We offer any libation you could possibly wish for, so long as it's whiskey. It's no Delmonico's, not yet. But I've got big plans. When I first came here, there wasn't even a bar. Got to be so much drinking going on at Fort Dodge, the commander had to ban alcohol sales within 5 miles. Prohibiting alcohol, here in America. Know what I did? I used my wagon wheel for a measure. I figured out how far 5 miles was, and I set up my saloon 1 foot beyond. Excuse me.
This is interesting trivia for Americana, right? Did you know that a 4440 Winchester rifle cartridge cost a dime, right? As did 1 ounce of whiskey. So someone low on cash, right, might coax the barkeep to swap a cartridge of 4440 for 1 ounce of whiskey, hence the name Shot.
Here the buffalo as an all-encompassing natural resource, yielding every raw material necessary for survival. Not just meat to feed the tribe, but hive.
Pretty rad, dude.
1,000 across all of North America.
Powder rifle, powder horn. What is that?
This devastated Indian community.
I think the light's making it weird to see, but look in the buttstock of this musket.
If we could step back in time to the year
Sharps,
1800,
sharps,
wild buffalo
sharps,
roamed free, just
sharps.
what might we encounter on the Great Plains?
Pretty cool.
These marbles. Barbershop.
1870.
I really don't want to go.
Huh? I got more dimes. You can go after me. All right, ready?
Okay.
Stacy watching the porn tube. 1880. Clean Clara.
Yep. Look at this one.
Yeah.
Put like in the palm of your hand.
All those derringers. Any good stuff in there?
I mean, I don't know what most of this is. I do see chloroform, so that could come in handy, I guess.
Any laudanum?
I don't see that yet. It's gotta be in here. Face powder, like makeup stuff. get paid.
Stacy's learning how to play Pharaoh.
Possibly.
This one's pretty cool. Check this out. The Undertaker. Jacob Collar. Hay City and his wife Jean, 1872.
I mean, that's a good business to have.
Yep. People always dying.
Yep.
People paying to put them in the ground. Freemason stuff. It's pretty neat in the bank. Look at this vault. Well,
They told a lie.
huh?
Well, they didn't tell a lie, but these children that run an ice cream parlor closed early.
Yeah, I'm kind of upset. We ran out of the museum because I need to get an ice cream because the ice cream parlor's about to close. And it's 10 till and they're closed already. So, kind of a bummer. But some pretty cool stuff in that museum. Cool to see. I think people probably lose sight of Dodge City because of its like overshadowed by a tombstone because of the movie and all that. But like this is where Wyatt Earp and all of his brothers and all that got their start, and pretty cool history here. So it's cool to see.
What's this one?
Looks like the blacksmith needs to clean up his shop. A little bit of a mess.
The tree grown underneath this.
Very cool Victorian house and outhouse. All right, tell us that story again. There's some cool like little placards on the wall about certain characters that lived in Dodge City and their antics, I guess. They're like real quick snapshot of their life story, but that one was a good one, so tell it again.
Okay, so her name was Elizabeth. She got kidnapped by the Comanche when she was 10.
Right.
But her dad paid a ransom after 3 years. She came home, but he thought for sure she'd been defiled by the Comanche. So he wouldn't put her out to society, let her get married, find a husband. He thought she was ruined. She brought somebody home that she fell in love with. He met them on the porch, shot the dude in the chest. He's dead.
The dad shot the
Yep,
boyfriend.
the boyfriend. So Libby,
Right.
this was her name, was like, I'm out of here. She went on the road singing, dancing, and then prostituting. And she hooked up with a guy named Billy Thompson.
Yeah.
And they lived together, and she gave him half her earnings. They lived together for a long time. You were allowed to be a prostitute and have a husband. They tell people they were married, but you weren't allowed to be single and live with a man. That was illegal.
So living with a dude, single, not allowed.
Right.
Being married to a dude,
and also a
he's
prostitute.
your pimp. That's okay.
Right. So
Got
anyway,
it.
they lived together for 24 years. She had 9 kids. 6 were his. She got her nickname was Squirrel Tooth Alice because she used to catch prairie dogs and like tame them, keep them in cages. They get real big and fat and sit on her lap. And some drunk guy comes stumbling up to her one night. She had a gaff in between her teeth. He thought what she was holding was a squirrel. Called her Squirrel Tooth Alice, and that's her nickname stuck.
Good nickname.
Yeah.
Semi-embarrassing as a nickname should be.
But that lady
That's
lived
cool.
for 98 years. She was a prostitute until she was 66. So
Rough.
more skills.
Working. America. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I liked it. It's the Boot Hill Museum. There's like an old replica of like old time Front Street from in the heyday of Dodge City. Basically the whole town burned down. So like nothing was left, like most of it is gone. So it's like a replica obviously. And then naturally they rebuilt the town with different stuff, but it was like totally changed from like the glory days, you know, so. But it was cool to see. There's a lot of cool stuff in there that kind of unaware of, which was neat to see. We're gonna walk downtown now and get some cafe. How is it? What is it called? Maple roll?
It's like a pecan roll, actually, I guess, yeah.